Welcome, Joyage. In today's video, we'll be continuing the series of brutally honest reactions to ex-YouTuber's most viral NFT or crypto-related video. In today's video, we'll be watching JRNY Crypto, Tony Sparks' most viral video. It's from January 8th, 2021. It's titled, Become a Cryptocurrency Millionaire with $1,000. That's a very, very clickbaity title, and I love it. In our last reaction video, we covered Alex Becker, who hit 1 million subscribers right after my video. I'm not saying anything, but that was kind of funny. Guys, if you're appreciating the consistent uploads, I've been traveling the last few days for Thanksgiving, but I'm still trying to pump out those videos. I did a couple of recorded, did a couple lives, and I'm not really planning on not uploading every day. So if you appreciate that, if you're loving the content, smash like in this video, smash so many likes on this video, do all the likes, and subscribe to the channel. I really, really appreciate it. We're taking over NFT YouTube, we really are. And if you're following my Twitter or you're in my Discord, you would have actually been the one who chose this video. I'm actually going to be setting up a DAO, a voting system for my channel and for my whole brand, basically, so you guys can help me choose what kind of videos we're doing, what kind of content we're putting out. So without further ado, let's get into the video.
What's up everyone, this is Tony with JRNY Crypto. In this video, we're going to be talking about how much money you would need to invest to become a cryptocurrency millionaire. We're also going to talk about the possibility of turning $1,000 into $1 million in cryptocurrency. So we're going to get into all that and some examples. Before we get started, I do appreciate if you guys like the video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. We're very close to hitting 50,000 subscribers, and I will be launching a huge crypto giveaway to give back to the community once we hit 50,000. You can also comment below and I will try to reply to all those comments. Also be aware there's a lot of scammers in the comments right now using my name and logo, so keep in mind I would never give you guys a phone number to contact in the comments. So you may be thinking turning $1,000 into $1 million is impossible in the crypto space now, and it probably is for most people. But keep in mind, there is opportunities out there constantly. You just have to be able to research and find the right ones. So of course, you're not going to get a 1000x in Bitcoin investing in it today at $38,000. So the first time I heard about Bitcoin, I was actually looking into mining Bitcoin and researching this. This was when Bitcoin was $30 back around the end of 2012, I believe. And I decided not to do it, and I thought it was a bad investment because of everything negative that was surrounding it at the time. Basically, it was primarily used for Silk Road in the dark web to buy illegal drugs and things, so I didn't want to get involved with it at the time. This is very true. I remember for me it was 2016 or 2017, I had a guy do a Bitcoin speech in my public speaking class in college, and I remember he was kind of a sketchy looking dude, and so that kind of sucked. Like if he was a normal looking dude and spoke normally, but he sounded very cultish, very like, we're gonna take over the world, Bitcoin's gonna be everything. And you know, back then no one was talking about Bitcoin. So I remember I was like, what the fuck? Hell no, that sounds like sketchy. And I remember the Silk Road too. I was like, nah, that's where people do drugs and stuff. And my roommate in college the year before was like a massive like drug dealer, and so he was always on the dark web. And I just associate all that stuff with just negative connotations. And so that's funny though, because everyone says, oh, I should have bought Bitcoin back then. But back then there wasn't YouTube videos talking about it like it's a normal thing. It was the sketchy thing that no one wanted to touch. And there was really no other cryptocurrencies at that time, and the concept of crypto and Bitcoin was brand new at the time. Everyone I asked didn't even know what Bitcoin was, and they said it was a scam. So I didn't end up investing in it at the time, which was one of the biggest mistakes of my career. If I had bought Bitcoin and mined Bitcoin at $30, that would now be over a 1000x, with Bitcoin being over $30,000 now at $38,000 today. So that's one of the biggest mistakes, and that is an example of a 1000x.
Real quick.
So another example.
This little story that Tony just shared is an excellent way to brand yourself, especially if you're an influencer who does NFT videos. Honestly, any video that's in a niche where you don't talk about yourself as much. Like for me, I hate vlogging. I hate showing my personal life. I tried to do it. I'm sorry. I tried to do a vlog on this trip, and I just fucking hated it, so I stopped. But it's important to share stories, because when people start yapping and start preaching to the choir, everyone just stops listening. But if you can share a story, personal story from you, I found that to be way more effective, especially if someone's trying to come to me needing advice, or they're like, hey, I have trouble with this. Me telling a story about how I struggle with it usually ends up just ending up so much better, and everyone feels more connected, and it's just a good thing to do. So I think Tony should do more of this when he's talking about projects, talk about little stories he's had, and I think his audience would love it.
Example of a 1000x in the crypto space is early investors in Ethereum. If you invested in the ICO for Ethereum, you would now be up over 300,000% ROI. Keep in mind this article is pretty old. So Ethereum did an ICO, initial coin offering, where they sold coins to raise money to develop the project. And as you guys can see here, they sold 50 million ETH tokens at the price of 31 cents per token, just insane. And this was in the summer of 2014. So not even that long of a hold to get over 1000x. So there's many other examples out there where projects that did ICOs had over 100,000% ROI, which is a 1000x or more. For example, Neo had nearly 400,000% ROI, IOTA had over 400,000%, Spectre, Stratus had 100,000%, many other projects out there did see over 100,000% if they bought in the ICO and then sold at the peak of the bull run. Of course, how many people really were able to do that? Especially if you bought in Ethereum in the ICO in 2014, at 31 cents a coin, and then you saw this go up to around $30 just a few years later, you would be very tempted to sell, because that's in itself is a 100x, and that's pretty rare in the financial world. So most people can't make it to hold to a 100,000% ROI. That's why I say it is pretty much impossible for most people, because most people are going to want to take
real quick
profits.
I just watched a video from Tom Bilyeu from Impact Theory, which you guys know is one of my favorite people on planet Earth, and I 1000% will interview him one day, and I want to be friends with him. And he talked about this in the video when people asked, what investments do you make for NFTs? And he said, I actually don't look at NFTs as an investment. It's more of like an idea of what I think the future will look like, and I'm interested in seeing what the future is going to be. So when he buys in NFTs, this is the same mindset I have. He's interested in what the future will hold for them. So he likened it to like Disney World. He's like buying one of the main characters of Disney World at the inception, just to be like, what's going to happen in 25, 30, 40 years? So for a lot of my investments, I do think like that. Now, obviously, he just mentioned if you get 100x on a coin, you probably should take profits, because for you to find Ethereum or whoever thing that's going to be for you, you're likely not going to find the one that's going to go up 400,000%. It's just not going to happen. But if you have money to lose, and this isn't investing money, if this isn't money that you need for retirement and you need for rent and food, then like, fuck it, right? That's what I think. You know, I feel like it's just better to hold. If I'm really, really picky about my projects and I pick the best ones and they last and they're here in 25 years, that'd be like buying Cardano at the ICO or buying Ethereum, 30 cents. It's kind of like that. And that's how I think about my investing, especially with NFTs. Because think about it. If you buy Dogepound, and Dogepound becomes an iconic, you know, whatever brand, in 10, 20 years, if it's still around, you know, that'll be just unbelievable. And so that's how I think about NFTs.
At some point, even being up 100% or 500%, you're going to want to take profit on your investments, and that is the point of investing in cryptos, is to make profit. So I can't blame you there, but if you do want a massive 1000x return on investment, you're going to have very strong hands and hold very long term. So the odds of you finding the next new cryptocurrency project and investing in it very early on near its inception is going to be extremely rare. You're going to have to do endless research digging for this hidden gem, and it's really going to be impossible, but those chances are still out there. There are still great cryptocurrencies being created every single day that do have huge ROI potential. So as you guys can see here on CoinMarketCap at the top, you can see how many cryptocurrencies there are. There's currently 8,200 total cryptocurrencies just listed on CoinMarketCap. There's thousands of other cryptocurrencies that are not even on CoinMarketCap. So by the peak of the next bull run, there will probably be 20,000 cryptocurrencies on here or more, because with everything being so bullish, everyone's going to want to make a cryptocurrency for their idea. So the chances of getting a 1000x in the crypto or turning $1,000 into $1 million are going to be very slim. And most likely you're going to lose that money instead of making that massive potential profit, especially investing in brand new cryptocurrencies.
This is for all my investors who are a little bit older and probably have a little bit more money and capital. A good way to get involved in the crypto space is either one of two options. Just buy Bitcoin and Ethereum when everything's down, or spread out 10 grand and spend $100 or $1,000 on like 10 to 50 projects, and just throw in $100 or $1,000 in each of them. And chances are a few will do well, and that'll likely offset all the ones that didn't do well. And chances are if you're in the top 20 to the top 50, you know, in 10 years, it'll probably be up. So that's one example of very low risk investing, that if you just want to get involved, chances are you're going to do well with that. Because if you pick a few that do well, likely a couple of them will do extremely well. You might even get 100x.
and I don't recommend that for anyone. I am going to actually be doing a video in the upcoming couple days on how I would diversify a portfolio if I was a new crypto investor spending $1,000 in crypto for the first time. I'll show you guys a pie graph showing what I would buy at what percentages just to be diversified and be more likely to be successful in the crypto space. So I actually did a video on the same topic at the beginning of summer 2020. And I do want to go over some of the things I talked about in this video. I did point out a couple investments I think could do a 1000x, but of course these prices are history by now. So one of the things I pointed out in this video was Cardano possibly doing a 1000x from that point. And as you guys can see in this video, Cardano is just 6 cents in this video. And this was actually up from where I bought it as well. And this was before the announcement of the Shelly mainnet, which was coming, which was introducing staking. Cardano was at only $1.6 billion market cap. And if we check it out now on CoinMarketCap, it has touched 10 billion yesterday. It is correcting though. So overall, Cardano's already up huge. So the possibility of doing a 1000x from the current market cap is much less likely than if you invested it in.
It's actually a really important point that most people miss when they see Cardano making a huge run up like that. You don't think about the market cap, and market cap is really important to think about when you're investing in anything. If it already pumped massively, like buying Shiba Inu now, the chance of you getting a 10,000x on Shiba Inu now is almost not likely at all, because if you bought it in 6 months ago and when no one heard about it, it was 0.00000 to the infinity one. It's a completely different story, right? So buying Shiba Inu and thinking you're going to get 10,000x is a little bit foolish, in my opinion. So make sure you're looking at market cap, and you can look at people like JRNY Crypto and Alex Becker. They're big on making calls based on market cap, and I found that to be way more accurate than trying to just guess a random number. Like Cardano will hit $10. It's like, based on what? Based on what? That it went from 20 cents to 250, or what is that based on?
When Cardano was much cheaper. So later in this video, I also pointed out SparkPoint SRK, and as you guys can see, the price of SRK was 0.000048 at the time with a $260,000 market cap, and this is one of the projects I got in early on, and I am a marketing advisor for this project as well. So I have been holding this since the very beginning, and I have no plans of selling this anytime soon. So I've been accumulating this even at the peaks here. I'm dollar cost averaging. I'm doing the same thing with Cardano because these are two projects I believe in.
You see these massive corrections. You see these massive corrections here. Everything will burn. Everything always burns at some point. All of you people saying Dogecoin will never get to below 1 ETH. It'll get way below 1 ETH. Every project will go below much more than you think. Just think 90%. I'm just going to go with 90%. Likely all of them will drop 90%. Bored Ape Yacht Club dropped 50%. And we weren't even in a bear market. We just had a slight correction. Dropped 50%. That's the most successful NFT brand we have in the whole space. So I promise you, if you find a project you want and it's too expensive, just be patient. Don't blow your money on stupid mints. Hold your money and wait.
A good long-term vision. They're building good utility for their token. And SparkPoint SRK is now around a $14 million market cap. So still very early on for SparkPoint SRK and massive upside potential here, as well as Cardano, but not nearly the same as in that video. As you guys can see, the market cap being $250,000, ridiculously low price here. So just to show you guys the massive potential of investing in good projects early on, we can divide the current market cap of SparkPoint SRK by the market cap in this video here back in May 2020 of $260,000. And as you guys can see, that's 50x the market cap that it's currently at, and I still think it's very undervalued for everything they have going for them now. So 50x in less than 1 year. So if you put $1,000, you would now have $50,000 worth of SRK. If you put in $10,000, you would now have $500,000 in SparkPoint SRK. Just insane, the crazy potential there. So I'm not telling you guys to go out there and buy SparkPoint SRK to get a 1000x, but it does have massive potential for high profits, especially seeing how good of a track record it had in 2020, and now everything they're working on I think is much bigger than what they had going previously. So of course, finding a good project at the inception of the project and getting into it and getting a 1000x is going to be near impossible. There are other ways though to get a 1000x in the crypto space. You can do this through day trading by flipping cryptos when you have profits and buying into other cryptos as you see good opportunity. And I do this in my cryptocurrency trading series as well, which I just did a big update on that. If you guys want to check out that video on my channel, I'm showing you guys live trades.
This is a great tip for anyone trying to make YouTube videos. In the middle of your video, stop it, but not completely abruptly. Just say, hey, by the way, I have this video, or I have this tweet, or I have this thing, I have this Discord, and plug something else in the middle of your video while people are watching, especially if they've made it to 2/3 of your video or even halfway. Those people fuck with you, chances are. So if you say, hey, by the way, there's this thing going on my Twitter, there's this thing going on my Discord, there's this video I made the other day, your chances of getting a conversion rate that's higher than 0 is much higher.
And what I'm trading for the best return on investment in the short term. So I don't recommend anyone out there go put $1,000 into crypto and expect a 1000x or $1 million return on investment. This is nearly impossible. But something that many people are very successful with is dollar cost averaging. And what this is just spreading out your purchases in intervals. So let's say you make $5,000 per month and you want to put 20% of that per month into crypto, which is $1,000 per month. And let's say you get paid bi-weekly. This means every 2 weeks you would be putting $500 straight into the cryptocurrencies of your choice, whatever ones you see best fit for the long term. People that do this and then do some day trading and sell when they have profits and buy into cryptos that have better return on investment opportunities. People that do that in the long term are very successful. So another thing that's getting very popular is staking and lending your cryptocurrency out in order to earn passive income paid in cryptocurrency. So that is a way to increase the amount of cryptocurrency you have while you're holding the cryptocurrency and it's not doing anything anyways. And many projects can do this. Cardano can actually now do this. You can delegate your ADA coins to a staking pool and then earn a percentage annualized return. So the percentage is pretty small on ADA right now. So let's say you want to put in 100,000 ADA, which is currently around $28,000 US value. Your annualized return at 3% per year, which is pretty low, is going to be about $870 worth of ADA, or 3,000 ADA you would be earning per year staking this. But if you're just holding ADA and waiting for it to go up in value anyways, you might as well be staking it or lending it out and earning some passive income on that at the same time. Doing staking or lending at the same time as dollar cost averaging can have a massive impact on how much return on investment you have over the years.
I don't know if you can tell, but that strategy is very, very similar to mine. And so, yeah, Elio Trades, JRNY Crypto is the foundation of my stuff. So these kind of videos where they talk about strategy is really important. And if you were a Cardano investor, like I know many people are, a lot of people are Cardano maxis. I think Benjamin Cohen has a Cardano staking website, and he's one of the most prominent crypto market analysts, one of the most respected people in the space. He is someone I trust. That's somewhere I would probably stake my Cardano. I don't really hold any Cardano, but if I did, that's where I would probably go.
There are cryptocurrency platforms out there that allow you to lend out your cryptocurrency and earn a high percentage annualized return on that cryptocurrency. Some of these percentages are actually pretty good, and I am going to be doing a video coming up here showing you guys my recommended platform to lend out your cryptocurrency. I'm also going to tell you guys how I did a cryptocurrency backed loan, and this saved me over $100,000 by not having to cash out this Ethereum. So as you guys can imagine, there's a number of different things you can do to increase your return on investment profits, like lending your crypto out, staking your crypto, day trading your crypto. There's even much more risky things like leverage trading, where you can do 10 to 100x, but you can also very easily get liquidated doing that. So I do not recommend leverage trading for new crypto investors, and I would only recommend that for very advanced technical analysis experts in the crypto space. So combining these different things over time and doing dollar cost averaging and always buying in intervals, you can definitely reach that 1000x in the long term, but I wouldn't be expecting this in a year or two. I would have a long-term strategy, 10 years out or more, and doing a combination of different things. You can be very successful in the crypto space.
Do not let that fly over your head. He means 10 years. He really means 10 years. I know everyone thinks crypto flies at the speed of light, and it does, but to make astronomical money like that takes time. It just does. There's no other thing that can substitute in place of time.
and many people already have been. So don't expect to buy into Bitcoin, Ethereum, or Cardano even and get a 1000x just plain holding that long term. It is very possible Cardano could get a 100x, but 1000x would put this at $8 trillion now.
Look at these prices, bro. 27 cents, Polkadot at $10, Chainlink at 50. I guess these aren't that crazy, but I mean, Cardano's the most, you gotta say, 27 cents.
Insane. If you got into Cardano around 2 to 3 cents, this might be possible with Cardano hitting $2 to $3 trillion market cap, but even that is very far out. So I hope you guys got some useful information out of this video. In the upcoming couple days, I will be doing some videos how I would spend $1,000 in the crypto space if I was brand new to crypto, and how I would diversify this to be successful in the long term. And I'm also going to do a video on how to pick good altcoins and how to find good low cap altcoins, like I mentioned with SparkPoint, SRK. Finding good hidden gems out of the 8,000 cryptocurrencies out there is extremely difficult to do. I do mention some as I find them, but pretty much all of them, my research, are all crap. So I'll also be doing that video on how I took out a crypto loan and saved myself $100,000, and how you can also earn a good annualized % interest through the same account. So there are people out there that have earned over $500,000 paid interest just with these lending accounts. So if you have a couple $1,000,000 in one of these lending accounts, you could basically live off of that passive income and not even have to work, which I know a lot of people out there are doing. So I am going to be getting into a lot of different topics in the upcoming week, so be sure to be subscribed and hit the bell. A free way to support the channel is like the video, share it anywhere on social media, comment below. I will try to reply to all the comments if you guys have questions. I appreciate you guys watching the video and making it this far, and I'll see you guys in the next video.
That's an excellent way to end the video, is to do a couple plugs, not be obnoxious with it, but talk about your future videos, talk about all the things coming up, all the things you've already done, maybe past video. It's really, really good to do that. And you can tell my layout is very influenced by JRNY Crypto, Elliot Trades, Alex Becker. They're the winners. What you do in this space when you find someone you want to be is you just look at what they're doing that's successful and you just replicate it. Same with Benjamin Cohen. That's where I get most of my analysis-based style from. It's just like talking about facts and not getting too biased, and that's what I try and do. And I want Benjamin Cohen's audience, like the style of audience where they fuck with him, they like that he's transparent. That's what I do as much as I can, because I want that type of success. And for me to get that type of success, I have to follow in the footsteps of people who have done it. And for me, there's no one in the real world that I know, so I have to look at social media people. And it's worked out amazing. So I hope you enjoyed that reaction video. I remember watching this video a year ago, January 8th, 2021, when he came out with it. That's insane to me. I just can't believe it's been that long. But quickly, let's just summarize the main points here. Dollar cost average is the way to go. Holding long term is the way to go. If you find a project you love and you think it's going to do extremely well, and you found it at a respectably low market cap, hold that bitch, dude. Just hold it, especially if you're not using money you need. Dog, if you land a spark point like he just talked about, you're talking retirement. You know, like, that's no joke. Thesis-based investing, stick with your convictions, be courageous when the bull market comes, and buy even more. That's how we're going to win. We're going to win this bear market. I can't even tell you how excited I am for this market to crash. We are going to be buying the whole time, and we're going to create generational wealth. We're going to do that together. Guys, if you enjoyed this video, make sure you smash that thumbs up button. It takes only 1 second. I really, really appreciate it. We're trying to get videos out every single day. Subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any more. So if you want to see more of me right now, click on one of these boxes on the side of me. And until next time, continue on your Joyage, continue to learn, and be grateful you're alive watching this video.